Good enough. When it falls halfway over, that'll be the funny part. By the way, I'm the one that left the freebie books over there. So, feel free to steal them. They were on my work, except they caught me. Alright, so this one's a story. This is called Relics. When I pull up in my battle-scarred truck, our old song is playing on the radio, whose lyrics I have misheard. Look at that damn song anyways. Nonetheless, of what I do hear through the cracks and pops, it definitely suits this house. It's an old run-down bi-level with a winding porch and more windows than walls. But the windows are heavily tinted and shades are all half drawn. The windows do not let the light into the home, but rather steal it, consume it into the darkness, never to be seen again. How many neighborhood rumors revolved around this home? For how long has it been whispered that this is that haunted house? Or this is where that one creepy guy did that one horrific thing, or even that series of horrific things? Did the boogeyman originate here, inside the darkness of that house, stealing the sunshine from precocious little boys and girls, finally freed from the confines of scholastic imprisonment, until eventually their days of play started getting shorter, and they returned to their 9 months of confinement, with no one to blame but the invisible tenant of that ever-decaying, but seemingly indestructible and insurmountable home. I imagine a stone in my hand to be thrown into this house of glass. I picture it not breaking the glass so much as piercing a pool of darkness that ripples across the entire house, melting each window and finally freeing everyone's abducted childhoods. I see the sunlight exploding from the foundation, the cracked brown leaves in every dead, broken tree suddenly springing into life and filling with green. Years of devoured frisbees, kites, and baseballs launching into the air from every crevice. And then, I think, maybe appearances can be deceiving. Maybe this house is not so much that spooky old ruin, but rather a cracked and worn old photo album, housing years of relics of lives spent well and with love. Love that our generation could not possibly fathom, devoid of the electronic means of expressing and spreading it. How many boys turned men turned soldiers here? How many mothers turned grandmothers turned cherished memories? How many years were cried over scraped knees and first loves, or spent on lovers' lanes, backyard barbecues, and drunken sibling brawls? Is that old tire finally getting its deserved rest from someone's swing, or off the wheels of a well-loved ancestor to my vehicle? Whose lives and legends were parked in this dusty driveway? Whose footprints am I standing in right now? Maybe those dark windows never really robbed the light, but rather were meant to hold it in for the love growing inside, so that anyone within would always feel its warmth and brightness, and anytime someone left that house, they returned that light to the world in kind, richer and brighter than it ever would have been had it not spent its time within those walls. Who are you, O house of stolen light? What secrets do you hold? How many childhoods were used up here, either stolen or spent fully? What lives have you had? What adventures can you tell me? I smile. It's going to be fun as I kick in the front door. Alright, so this one's not a story, this is just a bunch of questions. It's called Plato's Paradox. What if Plato was right, and there are eternal truths, ethereal knowledge that exists independent of humans, just waiting for us to grasp? What if all knowledge was not the product of human ingenuity, but just our ability to latch onto these truths? We can reach and hold them, but never with our hands, feel them, but never touch them. What if he was right, but off by a few millennia? Maybe it was a prophetic vision, just waiting for technology to catch up. Some access code or binary formula that taps us into ultimate knowledge. What if you could instantly know anything you wish and substitute lifetimes of training for a momentary flash? Bach and Bruce Lee, Socrates and Einstein, Lenin and Nietzsche, all their skill, yours with ease. What if you knew everything? Nothing would be out of your reach. Would you become a god among men, or covertly use your power to reign? Would you be a benevolent benefactor and teach instead? Would you share your knowledge? Would you share your power? Or would it drive you insane? Madness that only a genius could know. With no questions left to answer, would why I exist haunt your existence? Would life lose its flavor? Would you spend your life bored, obsessed with trying to locate something you don't know, only to realize it's all been done? Would your heart be left twisted and wrung dry as your mind grew? Would you scar yourself or stand in the freezing rain just to remember what it was like to feel? Would you allow your knowledge to make you cold and bitter? Would you allow it to make you a monster, an immoral beast who did only because he couldn't be stopped? If absolute knowledge corrupts, would you lose your humanity at the very moment you understood what it meant to be human? What if you could know anything you ever wanted? What's stopping you?